Welcome to the start of the second semi-final today. Semi-final number 1 for the Platinum Cup between Avengers and Final Verdict. Final Verdict topping their group, Avengers number 2 on their group. What a shot, what an aggressive shot that is. The second ball of the innings, launches into that, and it's it all the way for 6. Full flow from 𝗏𝗏. Final Verdict winning the toss, choosing to field again, just like what we saw in the first match, although not a very happy outcome. But Final Verdict choosing to do the same, inserting Avengers into bat. 𝗏𝗏 starting off the innings with a 6. Suresh, ball in hand, 143 matches for 192 wickets. Phenomenal stats those. But right now it's just 𝗏𝗏's bat that's doing the talking. What a shot. Beautifully hit through covers all the way along the ground. 10 runs from 2 strokes. 4,270 runs for 𝗏𝗏 in 197 games. Average 24, strike rate 143. On the other end is Tarun. Phenomenal innings from him last match. Left-hander. 7,876 runs. 32 is average. 160 his strike rate. What an opening combination this is for Avengers. Really, these two batsmen can make them pay if they stand out there for any little while. Cut. Well fielded there at point. No run. Beautifully bowled. Suresh cutting the batsman in half. 𝗏𝗏 wanted to play an aggressive stroke there, but too late on the ball. Launches into that one again. Just offline. Helped it on its way. 𝗬𝗁𝗃 leg and fine region area there. 4 more runs for 𝗏𝗏. Tarun on strike for the first time this innings. Scintillating batsman Tarun. Funny, the new bowler. Starts off with the dot ball. 319 wickets in 208 matches. Phenomenal numbers for Funny. Over a wicket and a half every game. In the air. If they're going to carry to the fielder, yes, it does, and he takes it. For 𝗏𝗏 out for naught. Played that a little too early. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball. Phenomenal returns there for Funny, getting the big fish thrown out. The second ball of the innings. That carried such a long distance, although he had not connected well. And very well judged catch by the fielder in the deep. Rakesh Reddy, the fielder, taking that catch. Funny once again into the wickets early on. Charan, the new batsman out there. 2,600 runs, average 19, strike rate 117. Place that one back to the bowler. Single towards long on.
ఉంది.
15 for 1 at the end of 2 overs. Good comeback. That over from Funny. Just 1 run and a wicket. Full ball, drifting in. And Charan, inside of the bat, manages to get that towards the square leg boundary. Fielder chasing hard. But I think the ball has beaten him to the fence. The umpire confirms that suspicion, signals a boundary. In the air, going towards the fielder at cover. Just beats him. 2 runs. Just beaten outside the off stump. Good ball that. Good comeback. Beaten again. Well bowled. Appeal for leg before. Umpire very quick to say no. Leg by confirmed by the umpire. With there, what a catch! What a catch that is! Maybe the umpire will take a look at the height, but that is a phenomenal piece of cricket. Let's take a look at those replays to figure out what happened there. That was really tight. The batsman advancing out of his crease, which meant that the ball was on its way down. Third umpire deeming that that was a fair ball. And what a catch. Let's take a look at that replay. Phenomenal catch taken, which got lost in the process of looking for that no ball. Flared on the offside, the ball travelling. What a catch that is. What a catch. Very well judged. Grabbed with both hands. And Adarsh is dismissed for 14. (22 for 2) at the end of 3 overs. Noman, the new batsman out there in the middle now. 2,250 runs, average 23, strike rate 122. Driven down towards mid-on. Single taken. Hit that towards long on, just a single. Four overs, 26 for 2. 6.5 the current run rate. Remember, the first over had gone for 14 runs, so this is a great comeback by Final Verdict. Just 12 runs and 2 wickets picked in the next 3 overs. Akash into the attack now. Full on the stumps. Driven back to the bowler. No run. In the air, straight to cover. Number 3 goes down. Avengers really reeling. They're in the need of a rescue by a superhero. Can they find a superhero to rescue them now? Final Verdict really on top. Looks like it's going to be Hercules out for the Avengers next. So Numan strikes that straight to the fielder at cover, who takes a comfortable catch. 𝘃𝗃𝗿 taking that catch at cover. Driven straight to the fielder there. Really didn't have to move a lot. Simple catch. Numan comes and Numan goes. Well fielded there by Akash. 149 wickets, 150 wickets that is actually for Akash. Congratulations to him. 150 wickets picked. Driven towards long on for a single. Dot ball, tight. Played on the offside, no run on offer. 5 overs gone, 27 for 3. Charan 9 of 12. Giri who's walked out in the middle, 1 of 2. 8,600 runs for Giri at an average of 42, strike rate of 123. Very strong numbers for Giri. His team really needs him to play a big knock here today. Full ball, around waist height, guided by the batter, beats the square leg fielder. The umpire will want to take another look at that. Driven powerfully towards long gone for a single. Driven again, this time beats the fielder at mid-off. May have seen a better effort there. Let's take a look at the replay. How far away was that from the fielder? He should have done better, really. '36 for 3. Inside half of the bat. That's what you call an educated edge. Running away towards the square leg boundary. Fielder that time gets around, keeps it down to 2. Top edge. Fielder at square leg makes a meal of that. That was a catching opportunity. The first blemish in the field. And Avengers get a lucky break there. Giri batting on 7 of 5. Really a poor shot there. Played too early. Got the top edge. The fielder at square leg not able to hold on. Let's take a look at the replay to relive those moments. See, they completed the shot a little too early. Fielder got to it. Just took his eye off it at the last second and dropped the ball. For the end of the power play, 40 for 3. Charan batting on 16 of 15. Others started the innings very well, 14 of 9. But with the ball in hand, Suresh, Funny and Akash have all managed to pick up a wicket each. Akash just a single run and a wicket in his first over. Funny 2 overs, 5 runs for a wicket. Suresh has been expensive, 2 overs for 20 runs, but he's picked up a wicket as well. It's going to be a very exciting game of cricket. We'll continue the action. 7th over about to get underway. Looks like Akash has the ball in hand. on the legs there. Just a single. Factor wide called by the umpire for 2 runs. Straight to the fielder at cover. Fumbles that, but luckily no harm done. Beautifully struck by Giri. Climbing into that one, driving it, sweeping it off the pads. Empty fine leg region for a boundary. Punch back to the bowler. Driven past the fielder at cover for a single to long off. Just a single. 7 overs gone, 48 for 3. Ървен, the new bowler, 174 matches, 162 wickets, economy of under 7. Very good numbers. Driven back to the bowler, no run on offer. Flicked off his legs. Will come back for the second? No, seems happy with the single. I think you've got him. I think you've got him. Phenomenal piece of cricket that. Umpire signal for the third umpire, but I think Charan will have to walk back. Beautifully bowled by Adarsh. Drifted, got it away from the eye line. Good collection there by the wicketkeeper. He's short. He's a long way short. The keeper standing a long way behind the stumps, where the batsman was so far out of his crease, he had no chance of coming back. He's short of his crease comfortably. Number 3 down for Avengers. Charan has to go back. 4 wickets down now, Avengers. 7.3 overs, 49 for 4. Final verdict, bringing their decision to bowl, showing that they made the right call with the phenomenal work in the field so far. Remember, they just dropped a catch in the last over of Giri. If they would have had them 5 down. Prithvi Raju, the new batsman, out in the middle. 1933 runs, average 19, strike rate 118. And he's bowled him first ball! Phenomenal stuff there from Arvind. Back-to-back wickets, landing it on length. Prithvi had no answer to that. Gautam Reddy, the new batsman, walking out. 2,551 runs, average 16, strike rate 113. Avengers really need to do some assessment. If this is the end game for the Avengers, or do they have the war left in them? Final verdict really on top now, 49 for 5. They have the Avengers on the mat. Let's take a look again at that replay. Neither forward nor back. Bowler coming in over the wicket. You can see then neither forward nor back, just jumps in his crease to play a straightforward ball. When you jump, you lose your balance, you lose control. That's exactly what happened to Prithvi there. Not able to get his bat down in time, and the ball sneaked through bat and pad. Arvind now on a hat-trick. He's picked up 2 and 2. Don't look like they're going to be over-attacking. The covers moved in slightly tighter. Third man has come up as well towards maybe a deepish slip. Actually too far back for a spinner, but maybe Arvind is planning to bowl in the quicker one. Flying flip kind of a position there. Gautam facing his first ball. Oh, nervously played. Got his bat down in time though. Last ball of the 8th over coming up, 49 for 5. Defended, the end of the 8th. Giri batting on 14 of 12, and Gautam has just joined him 0 of 2. Arvind has finished his first over, just a single conceded and 2 wickets picked. Phenomenal stuff from him.
Hello. Sir, good morning. Sir, అదే ఈరోజు ట్రోఫీస్ పంపారు సార్ కానీ మేము గ్రౌండ్లో ఉన్నప్పుడే పంపారు మేము 5 గంటల వరకు ఎన్ని గంటలకు వెళ్తారు సార్?
Played towards mid wicket for a single. 50 up for Avengers. 50 for 5. Lost too many wickets, but it's a milestone nevertheless.
హలో హలో ఒకసారి గ్రౌండ్లో పోతాం అది season 52 trophies also maximum atlane iru 52 telsa maroon color black.
Punched off the front foot. Carry straight to the fielder at long off. The batsman can't believe it. Only have himself to blame. Too risky a shot to be playing at that time. There's a fielder in the deep. You're trying to beat the fielder. You're better off playing that in the gap for a single. He chooses to be aggressive and he loses his wicket in the process. Sachin, the next batsman, walking out. Hulk, average 25, strike rate 155 for 2,000 runs. So those are very, very good numbers for somebody batting at number 8. His team will really hope that he can get them out of this hole here. They need a partnership. They need somehow to get to a score of maybe 140, 150. At the moment, they're just self-destructing, the Avengers. So Suresh caught for duck again. 0 of 4 balls. Caught by Arvind on the boundary. Suresh picks up his first wicket in his first over. Play and a miss outside the off stump. Run through for a single. Punched off the front foot towards long on. Good looking stroke, just for a single. Arvind back into the attack. First over, 1 run, 2 wickets. Giri to face Arvind. Flicks him off his pad towards square leg. They're running hard. Will he come back for the second? Sachin is not interested. Defends that one from the crease. So it's cover, a single on offer. Powerfully hit. Racing towards the mid-wicket fence. Fielder in the deep, can't stop that. So Giri does well. 21 of 16 now. The first batsman for the Avengers to get to 20. For everybody who's watching us online, we welcome you to the broadcast of the first semi-final of the Platinum Cup between Avengers and Final Verdict. Beautifully played. Full face of the bat, driven to long off. Just a single. Nudge towards third man, just a single. Brings Giri back on strike. Down the leg side, umpire calls that wide. On the legs again, just chipped to the fielder at mid-wicket. Dot ball to end the over. So 10 overs gone, 61 for 6. Avengers definitely feeling the pressure at the moment. Final Verdict have done really well after having won the toss and put Avengers into bat. Remember, the first over went for 14. They must have been under pressure. They came back strongly. Tarun was out, caught second ball straight to long on. Big wicket that. And ever since, Avengers have been losing wickets constantly. Giri have looked good. 18 balls safe for 22 runs. He's also had a life. He's dropped that square leg. But some good bowling stats there. Funny, 2 overs, 1 wicket for 5 runs. Akash, 2 overs, 9 runs for a wicket. Arvind, 2 overs, 10 runs for 2 wickets. A wicket each for Suresh and Akash. Very good performance from Final Verdict so far. How far can Avengers get? Maybe they'll look at getting 80 or 90 runs in the next 10 overs if they're able to bat the remaining 10. Final Verdict, on the other hand, will try and keep them to maybe under 100. Which team succeeds in their agenda? We'll find out when we return with the action in about 2 minutes' time after the drinks break. Back to the action.
మంచిగా
61 for 6. Sachin 3 of 4, Gary 22 of 18. Sachin taking strike now. Funny 2 over 5 runs for a wicket, back into the attack. What a ball. Very good start that from Funny. What a shot. What a hit from Sachin. Beaten on the last ball, but this time, fantastic shot that. Let's take another look at that. Off the front foot, launches into that. Leave it from the crease. Almost commit suicide there, Sachin. There was no run on offer. Giri telling him, what are you doing, mate? Just stay in your crease. What a stroke again. Fielder running across. Can't get to that. Another 6. 2 sixes. Cleared it from the crease, back to the bowler. See the encouragement coming in from the pavilion. His team encouraging him. Very happy with the way that he's playing this over. Dot 6, dot 6, dot, and goes after that. Will he get the boundary? No, he doesn't. Very well fielded in the deep by the fielder at long off. Keeps it down to a single. The end of the 11th over, 74 for 6.
Hello.
Great towards cover, no run taken. Driven powerfully, fielder at cover, running around. 4 runs. So Sachin dealing in boundaries at the minute. He's got innings going, 20 of 12. Place that towards point. Just a single. Beautifully played, but once again, straight to the fielder. Driven. Long off fielder runs around. Will they come back for the second? In fact, another mistake coming in now. That's what tends to happen in this game of cricket. When you impose pressure, you see the teams crumble. Good stroke there by Giri. Played it straight. Past the fielder at cover, into the deep. Long off fielder runs around but misses that. Driven again, straight to the fielder on that occasion, inside the circle. The end of over number 12, 84 for 6. Run rate just nudging along 7 runs and over. Played off the front foot by Giri. Just a single towards long on. Beaten. Beaten again. Down the leg side, no bad on that, wide call by the umpire. Tries to go big, misses that again. Wide outside the off stump there. End of the over. 13 overs gone, 87 for 6. Driven towards cover point, no run on offer. Driven, well fielded there by point. Chipped. It's been a good over so far. Tight bowling. Well played there, straight towards mid wicket, rather long on, just a single. Tries to go big outside the off stump, misses again. Very good bowling this from Suresh. Went for 20 of his first 2 overs, but this over has been very strong. Just a single conceded. Beautifully bowled. End of over number 14, 88 for 6. Just 1 run coming from that over. Single to start the 15th over. Powerfully hit by Sachin. Couple of bounces and over the boundary rope. 93 for 6. Sachin now on 26 of 21. 2 boundaries and 2 sixes in his innings so far. Wide outside the off stump. Defended to covers. Take an easy single. In fact, there may be an overthrow here. Giri saying no. It's been a good partnership so far between these two players. 45 of 36. Giri and Sachin, remember when they came in together, 50 for 6 was the score. It's taken them to some sense of respectability. Defended by Giri. Beautifully played, but straight to the fielder. Maybe needed a little more angle on that. If it was played slightly later, may have gone in the gap towards fine leg. Played back to the bowler. End of over number 15, 95 for 6. Giri now 29 of 30. Sachin 27 of 22. Arvind has bowled 3 overs now, 17 runs for 2 wickets. And Suresh has bowled his 3 overs, 21 for 1. This game at a really interesting juncture. Avengers at 95 for 6 will try and get to about 130, 140. I think they'll be very happy if they get to 140. That'll mean 45 runs in the next 5 overs for them. Final verdict, on the other hand, will hope to keep them under 130. They'll feel that they'll have the game in their control if they manage to do that. Which team succeeds in their agenda, we'll find out when we continue with the action for the last quarter of the first innings. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Akash back into the attack. 3 overs, 13 for 1 for him. And he's bowled him. That's exactly what he came back into the bowling attack for. Sachin is distraught. He's looking really good, and his team really needed him. Hari, the new batsman, walking out once again. Average 22, strike rate 142, runs 1,177. So good numbers there for Hari. But Avengers now will hope that Hari can form another partnership with Giri. 95 for 7. Sweeps that, deep towards fine leg. Fielder very square, keeps that down to a single. Driven in the deep towards deep cover. Come back for the second. '99 for 7 at the end of 16 overs. Hari on 3 of 3. Giri 30 of 31. Akash finishes his spell 4 overs 17 for 2. Arvind 3 overs 17 for 2. Played that towards mid-wicket. They come back for the second. Yes, they will. Oh, that was tight. That would have been really tight. Let's take a look at the replay there. How close was that if the bowler had managed to collect? Funny not giving us time to go to the replay. Bounces and over the boundary rope. So Giri getting going, 36 of 33. Tied single, 106 or 7. From the crease, turns it around towards square leg, just a single. Chip that. Bowler keeps it to a single. And he's bowled him. Straight, flat. Hits the off stump and funny celebrates, makes a gesture towards the non-striker. Maybe they were having a chat between overs. Bharat, the new batsman, walking out. 2350 runs, 23 his average, 118 his strike rate. "17 overs, 108 for 8. Appeal and given first ball. So Giri now have to go back, and with that, I dare say the last hope for the Avengers. Arvind comes in, picks up a wicket, first ball. Batted really well, Giri, held the innings together, 38 of 36. But that time, playing across the line. Umpire has no hesitation in raising his finger. Srikanth walking out. Absolutely in front. Hitting him on off stump, I think. Going on to off and middle. Beaten hits his pads, runs towards the third man boundary. They come back for the second run. Two-leg by signal by the umpire.
paper ಬಂದ ಟೇಪ್ ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ
16 balls still left in this innings. Avengers will do well to just bat out this time. Punch, the fielder at point, misses that. Goes to the deep, just a single. Single towards square leg. They come back for the second. Yes, they do. That's risky. That's really risky. I think it's got him. The umpire has raised his finger. That was suicide. Absolutely not needed there. Still have 14 balls left in this innings. But that's the end of the inning for Avengers. 112 is what they've been bowled out for. Good performance from final verdict all around. Good bowling, good catching, good fielding on the ground. They managed to inflict. That was tight, but that was out. Suresh inflicts that run out. Waka destroys the stumps. Bharat is dismissed for 1. Srikanth will walk back, not out. 112 on the board. So with that, we come to the end of this innings, the first semi-final for the Platinum Cup between Avengers and final verdict. Avengers bowled out for 111 of just 17.4 overs. How critical will these 16 balls be that they failed to face? 14 balls. Sachin, 27 of 24. Giri, 38 of 36. The two folks who really stood out in that batting innings. Charan got 16 of 17. Adarsh, 14 of 9. As far as the bowling was concerned, Arvind did really well. 3.4 overs, 19 for 3. Funny, 4 overs, 27 for 2. Akash, 4 overs, 17 for 2. And then Suresh managed to pick up a wicket each. With that, we come to the end of the first innings. 113 is what final verdict will need to win this game. I think that is a comfortable score, but funny things have happened in cricket before. Whether or not they manage to chase it, we'll find out when we come back to you with the action in about 5 minutes' time. This is Idris on behalf of MVL Productions and Broadcasting. Welcome you back. 𝗃𝗲, ball in hand, 287 wickets in 280 games, economy of 6. Very good stats for an off-break bowler. Had a good day with the bat, 𝗃𝗲. Now his turn with the ball. At the bat, we have Arvind and Rakesh Reddy opening the innings. Arvind 5,500 runs. Rakesh rather 5,500 runs, 36 is average, 137 is strike rate. Arvind 3,300 runs, 28 average, 121 strike rate. So both very good batters. Opening the innings for final verdict, chasing 113 in 20 overs. Everybody watching us online, we welcome you to the first semi-final of the Platinum Cup between final verdict and the Avengers. The Avengers were put into bat by final verdict, managed to wrap them up for a score of just 112. The Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 brought to you by MVL Broadcasting and Production. Title sponsors being legal. Co-sponsor 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏, and with that we get the innings going. Beautifully played on the offside. Beats the fielders in the circle and 4 runs all along the ground. Very good stroke from Arvind to get the innings going. Once again, the title sponsors for our event being legal. Associate sponsors, co-sponsors, 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏, associate sponsors Trellis Dubai and GNB, the supporting sponsor 𝘊𝗨𝗏𝗏. Defended towards cover, no run on offer. Hits that towards long on, just a single. Beautifully played, just from the crease, letting the ball come to his bat, guiding it towards fine leg. Couple of runs for Rakesh. Driven back to the bowler. Towards point. End of the over, 7 for none. Tarun into the bowling attack, 61 wickets in 265 matches, 8.5 his economy. So I'm surprised the captain has chosen to bring Tarun on. Not have a good day with the bat today, Tarun. Starts off with a full toss. Driven towards deep cover. The fielder does well to stop that, keeps it down to 2 runs. The umpire will want to take a look. I'm pretty sure that that is okay. 𝘀𝗏𝗃 confirms that that's a no ball, full toss over the waist. The batsman was playing that stroke right from his crease. Launched into that. It was a free hit, but one bounce over the boundary. So Tarun have not started well, concedes 7 runs with just 1 ball. Punch besides cover. Pressure means the fielder causes a mistake. 2 runs conceded. Punched again, dot ball. In the block hole, played back to the bowler. Well played, but straight to the fielder. Driven to deep cover, just a single. The end of the second over, 17 for none. Giri back into the attack, gets the outside edge, keeper can't hold on. Let's take a look at the replay again. Played to cover, no run. Punched off the back foot that time. Goes to point, no run again. An appeal. Umpire says no. Fielders can't believe that. Fielders hand their head down in disappointment. Let's take a closer look at what happened there. Drifted outside the off stump, gave the batsman time. Didn't seem like there was an edge on that. Keeper took just a second to get the ball back. There may have been a stumping opportunity. Driven again towards long off, just a single. Defended again. Playing sensibly, both these batters, Arvind and Rakesh, they know that they're not chasing a big score. Tarun back into the attack. Inside edge, gets away with that. Drives it. Fielder at long off runs around, keeps it down to a single. No, in fact, they come back for the second run. Very good running between the wickets. Short ball on the legs. Poor bowling that from Tarun, and Rakesh capitalizes. Hits it beautifully over the square leg boundary. Very good running between the wickets there. This time the umpire raises his finger. So Tarun has the last laugh. He gets a win to edge that outside the off stump, and Arvind, after having bowled a very good spell, picked up 3 wickets. With the bat, has to go back for 15. Let's take a look at that replay. Good catch there from the wicketkeeper, staying low. Let's take a look at it front on. Definite deflection. Umpire not hesitating to raise his finger. So Ram is the new batsman out in the middle. Four overs into the innings, final verdict 26 for 1. Looks like Giri is going to continue his third over. Played from the crease to the fielder at point. Very well fielded there. Fielder at point, keeping things tight. On the legs that time, just flipped towards the fielder in the deep at mid-wicket, just a single. Driven to cover, bad end. Oh, that's a direct hit. Things are always interesting when the ball hits the stump on the direct. The batsman looks comfortable though. We'll take a look. I think he's got him. I think he's got him. Yes, the wickets are dislodged. The batsman is short of his crease. Definitely short of his crease there. So Ram has to go, courtesy that brilliant piece of fielding. Only has himself to blame. That was very close, very tight. Should not have run that. In fact, there was a run out on the other end as well if the fielder had chosen to throw the ball there. The final verdict, 2 wickets down now, 27 for 2, 4.4 overs. 𝘃𝗏𝗏, the new batsman out in the middle. 3,700 runs almost, average of 24, strike rate of 120. It's a good batting number for 𝘃𝗏𝗏. Starts off with an aggressive looking stroke, but straight to the fielder at cover. It's good tight bowling from Giri. He's kept things tight, just 10 runs off 17 balls so far. Tries to launch into that, straight to the fielder at mid-off. Oh, there was another run-out opportunity there if he had managed to pick it. The end of the 5th over, 28 for 2. This game is getting exciting now. Final verdict requiring 85 runs in 90 balls to win this game. 𝘃𝗏𝗏 just coming in the middle, not of not. Rakesh Reddy 12 over 14. Giri 3 overs 11 for none, and Tarun has bowled 2 overs 17 runs for a wicket. Looks like it's going to be Tarun who will continue. Rakesh 12 of 14. He'll be facing Tarun, bowling his third over. Cuts it powerfully. Good backing up there from the fielder at cover. Floppy fielding. Lucky to get away with that. Well bowled and well played towards long on for a single. Defended back to the bowler. 𝗃𝗃𝗲 faces his first ball. Dot ball back to the bowler. Outside edge! Oh, lucky. Lucky that did not go to hand. No control, 𝗃𝗃𝗲 ready. The pressure showing on the final verdict team. Fascinating really what this game can do to your mind. It's a simple task. They're scoring at under 6 runs and over. That's all they need to win. But a couple of wickets. You can't think straight anymore. Punched off the back foot for long on for a single. Once again, beautifully hit to long on. Just a single. Oh, good running between the wickets. Fielder misses that again. Just a single. Launched into that. One bounce, clear of the boundary. Good stroke that from Rakesh Reddy. Some aggression from him. Giri hit for his first boundary. Floated that one in the air. Short third man for a single. It's good running between the wickets by both of these players. The end of over number 7, 40 for 2. Forty for 2. Tarun coming in to bowl his 4th over. We've already seen Giri finish his spell, 4 overs, 19 for none. Tarun is also bowling his last over. This is interesting. Never seen this before in this tournament. 2 bowlers finishing their spell up front. Wonderfully well bowled. Again, the keeper can't collect. Not sure if there was an edge on that. Again, driven straight to cover. Once again, driven in the gap between the bowler and the cover fielder. Single to long off. Tarun not able to stop that. Another single added to the score. Fielder at long off, settles under that and takes that. And Rakesh Reddy throws his wicket away. Was batting so well, 21 of 24. Looked in great comfort until he played that shot. Took on the fielder in the deep. Never really will understand that. Was better off going over extra cover. Instead chose to attack the position at long off. And the fielder takes a good comfortable catch under that. Final verdict, loose number 3, 42 for 3 in 8 overs. They now need 71 of 72 balls. Tarun not had a great day with the bat, but he's come back to make amends with the ball. 2 wickets picked, 4 overs, 23 for 2 for him. Looks like it's going to be Srinivas, who's the next batsman out there for final verdict. Shashank, the new batsman, the new bowler into the attack. Leg break bowler. Srinivas, the new batter, 1680 runs, 13 average, strike rate 93. Eight overs into the innings, 44 for 3. Shashank, if a leg break bowler. What a ball, what a phenomenal piece of bowling. Great bounce there, and the keeper takes a fabulous, stunning catch. Beautiful piece of bowling that from Shashank. Comes into the attack, lands it on a length outside the off stump, gets the ball to bounce and rise. What a moment this is in the game. Let's take a look at the replay again. You can see the bounce there. Batsman wanted to settle under that. The ball bounced, keeper got its glove. Then luckily for him, it didn't go too far away from him. What a ball, what a phenomenal piece of bowling. Let's take another look at that, slow it down slightly. Loop on the ball, gets it to bounce. You can see the ball drifts away from the batter. Very surprised with the bounce. Gets it on the second grab. Fantastic work there. Shashank, take a bow, phenomenally well bowled. 42 for 4. And he follows that up with a rank loosener down the leg side, short of length. Just a single there to start off the innings for Phanindra Vaka. 1300 runs, average of 14, strike rate of 110. Another one that's taken by the wicketkeeper. Wow! They're crumbling like a pack of cards now. Final verdict. Have found themselves in a huge hole. 43 for 5. Once again, phenomenal wicket keeping there. Great bowling as well. Let's take a look at the replay. Srinivas Paripalli gone for not of his first ball, golden duck. What a good catch that is from the wicketkeeper, adjusted because that one kept, somehow managed to get behind that. Let's take another look front on. Loopy got the ball to come back in. Stuck in his body. What a breakthrough that. A very lucky one. Wicketkeeper taking 2 catches. Not in control on either of those occasions, the wicketkeeper. But all that matters is that he managed to hold on to the ball. Shashank has 2 wickets in his first over. Phenomenal returns for him. Bowled just 3 balls so far. New batsman walking out for final verdict. Actually taking guard already. Defended. Very well defended. Akash, the new batsman out there. 1600 runs, average 19, strike rate 110. Tight run there. Managed to get through for a single. Appeal for leg before, umpire says no very quickly. The end of over number 9, 44 for 5, 69 needed of 66 balls now. So watching us online, we welcome you to this exhilarating game between Final Verdict and the Avengers. Final Verdict 44 for 5, chasing a score of 113. The first semi-final of the Platinum Cup, the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, brought to you by MVL Production and Broadcasting. Title sponsors: beIN Legal, co-sponsor 4S Dial for Loans, associate sponsors Trellis and GNB, and supporting sponsor 𝗨𝗏. What a game we have on our hands. 𝗪𝗏, the new bowler into the attack, starts off with the dot ball. Another one. Oh, that was so close to the outside edge. Foolish ball. Played past the bowler towards long on for a single. In fact, they may come back. No. Tarun keeps it down to 1. Dot ball there. Played that time towards mid-wicket. The ball goes deep. Makes a mistake there, the fielder. Managed to keep it inside the boundary though. I think 2 runs added to the score. Oh, that was close again. Wicketkeeper not able to hold on to that. Bowler looks distraught. 10 overs completed, 48 for 5. At the midway point, Final Verdict have found themselves in a hole. Avengers will be happy with where they find their opponents. 65 needed and 60 balls for them, with only 5 wickets left. Akash batting on 2 of 6, Fanindra batting on 4 of 4. As far as the bowling is concerned, a few good spells already. We've seen Tarun and Giri both bowl out their 4 over spells. Giri 4 overs 19 for none, Tarun 4 overs 23 for 2. Shashank has just bowled 1 over and picked up 2 wickets, 1 over 2 for 2. There's his 3 overs, which I think will decide the course of this game. 𝗪𝗏 bowled his first over for just 4. Who's going to win? We'll find out when we return with the action in about 5 minutes' time after the drinks break. Back with the action now. 65 needed of 60 balls. Phanindra batting on 4 of 4. Akash 2 of 6. Shashank with the ball in hand. 1 over, 2 runs for 2 wickets. He's bowled a brilliant ball to get that caught behind first off. Another one phenomenally well bowled. Looping it, giving the ball time, and then zipping it through the surface. An appeal for stumping, that will be tight. The umpire says no though. Umpire confident that the batsman was in his crease. Be an interesting replay that. Yes, just managed to keep his balance, the batsman there. Lucky, very lucky. Well played towards mid-wicket, just drifting a little bit with his line. Too much into the stumps on that occasion. Shashank. $50 up for final verdict. 50 for 5, 10.4 overs. They've huffed and puffed, but they've gotten there. Oh, well bowled again. Batsman thought that he was going to have width there, but the ball coming in. For all the viewers watching us online, we hope that you're having a good time. This is Idris on behalf of MBL, bringing you the telecast of the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2. If you're enjoying what you're watching, give us a like, comment on YouTube, comment or leave us a review on Crick Heroes as well. All feedback is appreciated. $50 for 5, 11 overs gone, 63 needed of 54 balls. Adarsh into the attack, first over for 4 runs. Bad ball to start the over, full on the leg stump. Fielder at square leg, runs around, keeps that down to 2. Outside the off stump. Outside the off stump, well left again. Driven towards deep point. We are picking up some turn here on our replays. You can definitely see the balls going away after landing. You can see their ball pitching inside and then going far away. That's why the keeper is also struggling to catch that. Always good to see the game of cricket when a bowler gets the ball to go away from a batter. It's the more difficult skill with ball. 12 overs gone, 55 for 5. Nelson on the board. 58 needed now of 48. Run rate climbing up. Who would have thought of that when they were chasing a score of 113? That's what we say. Funny things happen in the game of cricket. 58 needed of 48. Funny batting on 6 of 10. Let's take a look at that one as well. Definite turn on there. The bowler laughing his way to glory. You can see that he's enjoying himself. It's great to see the ball churning. Top edge there. Luckily for the batter, just going away from the fielder. Fielder in the deep at square leg, not quick enough to stop the second run. Oh, that was so close. Almost back on his stumps. Let's take a look at the replay. Top edge. Oh, the keeper had a chance there. I wonder why he chose not to go for that. Maybe thinking that the ball will go back onto the stumps. But that was a definite catching opportunity. Punched off the back foot towards the cover region. Fielder in the deep. Stops that, keeps it down to 2. An opportunity gone that over for sure. Well played that. Line was on leg stump. Just turned his bat in time. Gets a single to long on. In the air, going in the deep. Fielder at long off, collects it on the bounce, keeps it down to a single. Another appeal, and this time the umpire raises his finger. Batsman doesn't look happy, but maybe that's more in disappointment than anything else. Akash has to go back, given out leg before wicket. Shashank picks up his 3rd wicket. Let's take a look at that. Beautifully lobbed, in line, hitting him right in front of the stumps. Absolutely no reason why he's unhappy with that, because he seemed exactly in front of his stumps. Let's take a look again. And there you go on the replay. Slow one, lobbed up over the eye line, bounced right in front of the stumps. Absolutely plumb dead as a duck. So Akash is out leg before wicket, 12 of 17. And Shashank has his third victim for the day. 52 needed, now of 42 balls, just 7 overs and 52 runs to get. Suresh, the new batsman, walking out. Almost 2,000 runs at an average of 24 and a strike rate of 115. Those are very good numbers. His team will hope that he can replicate that today. Single to long off. Very interesting bowling lineup this today. We've seen all bowlers just bowl in tandem so far. The first two bowlers bowled a spell of 4 overs each. These two bowlers have now bowled 3 overs each. Or rather, Adarsh bowling his third over. It'll be interesting to see what he does after this over. If there's going to be a change or not. That is very well played. Just beats the fielder at cover. The fielder in the deep keeps it down to 2 runs. Played towards cover. In the air towards mid wicket. Just a single. Play and a miss just outside the off stump. Quicker one. On the leg side, there's a fielder in the deep there, protecting that boundary, just a single. Take another look at that one. Once again, you can see turn on offer there. Good wicket keeping there from the keeper. Getting behind the line of that, collecting that well. 66 for 6. Nelson on the board again. 47 needed of 36 balls. Almost 8 runs and over now. Remember, when we started the innings, they were chasing at about 5.6 and over. Now we've gone up all the way to about 8 runs and over. Brilliant comeback from Avengers. They've made things difficult for final verdict, not given them anything to work with. The most interesting part has been that they've chosen to go all spin. They've only adopted spin this day, and looks like that is reaping rich rewards for them. The ball definitely turning, and the bowlers are supporting them in the field. In the air. Fielder at long on. Tarun takes a brilliant catch. Number 7 down. Suresh has to go. And Adarsh picked up his first wicket. Catch that is. Long hang time for the ball. But Adarsh got under that, Tarun rather got under that. Gave it every moment and then caught it comfortably. So that's Shashank, the bowler. 4 wickets down for him. 𝗵𝗆, the new batter, out in the middle. 13 is average, 76 is strike rate. If he can get 13 runs today, his team will be really grateful to him. Final verdict really found themselves in a big, big hole now. Avengers are taking revenge. Remember that innings from Sachin where he came in and struck a couple of big sixes that injected some momentum into their innings and took them over the 100-run mark. Without that, Avengers are also struggling. They really need somebody to play a knock like that at this moment. Final verdict. This is turning out to be a good cricketing pitch. There's spin on offer for sure, if you have the skill to extract that. It's been all spin. All 14 overs or the 15th over ongoing has all been spin this innings. Suresh, not of not. Shashank, 4 wickets already just for 10 runs. Gets that one to turn again. Oh, just wide of the bowler. Must have had his heart in his mouth there. Lucky Suresh gets away off the mark. So 2 Sureshes batting in the middle. 3 of 3 and 1 of 1. Once again beaten, keeper can't collect it. Chance for a run out. Oh, directed and he was gone. I'm sure he was gone. Let's take a look at the replay again just to be sure. Umpire calls that a bye in the meantime. There's so much action, we don't have time to cover this. This game is moving at a rocket pace. No, I think he had just made his ground. Yeah, just made his ground there. So good call at the end of the day by the non-striker. Umpire calls that a wide. Keeper can't believe it. They were rejoicing there. They thought that they had another wicket, but the ball definitely turning. Oh, another tight one. That get his pads or did that come off the bat? The umpire signaling leg byes. Let's take a look at the previous ball. I think there was some definite spin on that, the one that the umpire called a wide. No, long way outside. Definite wide, not too much turn on that occasion. Ball आ गया ना life. Inside edge, fielder at mid-wicket runs in, throws that down. Oh, good running again. Good running, very good running by Suresh. Makes his ground. Let's take a look at that caught behind appeal. How far away from the bat was that? Okay. 72 for 7 at the end of 15. And see that replay there where they were an appeal for caught behind. Doesn't look like there was any bat on it. In fact, you can see that from the keeper's reaction as well. He was not appealing at first. He just allowed that replay to go through. You can see the keeper was not excited and then celebrates later once he sees that the bowler was appealing. The first time we have a bowling change before a spell has been completed. It's like 𝗃𝗏𝗃 is coming to the attack. 15 overs for 72. 140 wickets in 186 matches. The first fast bowler on display in this innings. Play and a miss, but the umpire calls it wide. In fact, there's a stumping opportunity there. I think that is going to be very, very tight. Let's see whether the umpire calls for the third umpire or not, but I think that was close. Missed outside the off stump. Late towards long off, just a single. Play and a miss outside the off stump again. 38 needed of 27 balls. Bowler abandoning his run up there. Shy at the stumps at the non-striker's end. No damage done. Well done by the bowler there, using his boot to stop that. Last ball of the 16th over coming up. 37 needed in 25. For all of you watching us online, we hope that you're enjoying this game. That fits straight towards long on. Tarun takes another good catch. Just checking himself on the boundary rope. And he's celebrating. And Suresh has to go. Number 8 down for final verdict. And Raju picks up his first wicket at the end of his first over. Is that the final nail in the coffin for final verdict? Far away from the off stump, but he wanted to drag that across the line towards long on rather than go over long off. Tarun comfortably inside the boundary rope. No worry of crossing the rope there. So Suresh has to go. Tarun is having a good day. He had a disappointing outcome with the bat, remember, went out for naught, but came back with the ball, picked up a couple of wickets. He's now taken 2 catches as well in the field. This game definitely now swaying strongly towards the Avengers. It's their game to lose. Naveen, the new batsman, out in the middle, left-handed batter. His average, nothing to talk about. His strike rate, nothing to talk about. Average of 3 and strike rate of 40. Oh, that's misfielded. The fielder runs in, the ball just bounces over his head. Much needed boundary there for final verdict. It's been very good tactical work from Avengers so far this innings. They've bowled the right bowlers. They know that this pitch is turning. They know that the pitch is slowing down. They've got the right bowlers to operate there. An appeal for stumping. Umpire says no. The keeper is actually standing a long way behind the stumps. That doesn't help with stumping decisions. You see that if at least 2 or 3 yards behind where the stumps are, dragged back onto the stumps. Number 9 goes down for final verdict. Four to begin the over, but there, inside edge on the bat, then hits the stumps. Base of the off stump dislodged. Final verdict now, 81 for 9. 32 needed of 22 now. Can final verdict pull the rabbit out of the hat? They were gunga hoop, copper hoop in the first innings when they managed to get Avengers out for 112. They thought they had this game in their bag. But the Avengers had different ideas. Credit to the captain. He's made a few good decisions this innings. Right from the start of the game, Arvind. Very good captaincy today. 81 for 9. Wide call by the umpire. Adarsh has picked up his first wicket. And that's the end of the game. Bowls him, and Adarsh picks up his second wicket. Let's take a look at that replay very quickly. What a phenomenal game of cricket we've seen. It's these low-scoring matches that end up becoming cliffhangers. At 5 overs, they were 24, 25 for 1. Final verdict, they had the game in their grasp, in their control, but Avengers found a way to keep coming back. They kept picking wickets at regular intervals. If you take a look at that last wicket there, batsman going for a big one, just playing all around a straight ball, losing his stumps. Shashank, the player of the match, fantastic spell of 4 wickets for 14 runs in his 4 overs. Phenomenal bowling. A quick word for Giri as well. What a wonderful knock he played for them. 38 of 36. Sachin 27 of 24. Giri came back with the ball as well for them. Did not pick up a wicket but bowled well. 4 overs, 19 runs. Kept things tight. Tarun, 4 overs, 23 for 2. Those were the highlights from Avenger. For final verdict, Rakesh Reddy, 21 of 25. And Akash, 12 of 17. Arvind, 15 of 16, the captain. Just these 3 knocks worth mentioning. But besides that, so a few batsmen losing their wicket for naught. Ram, Srinivas, and then Harish, Pasala, all 3 of them getting out for naught. So good bowling performance from Avengers takes them to victory. They will go into the finals of the Platinum Cup. And final verdict will go back with some disappointment in their kitty. That brings us to the end of the first match, or the first semi-final for the Platinum Cup for the Chartered Accountants Premier League between final verdict and Avengers. Avengers winning the game by 30 runs, comprehensive victory. This is Idris on behalf of MVL Broadcasting and Production. Signing off. We'll join you with the action in about 30 minutes' time. I have with me the man of the match, Shashank. What a game. 4 wickets for 14 runs. What was going through when you went out to bowl today?
I think I was trying to stick to my basics and bowl on wicket to wicket and just spin the ball. I just rest thanks to the pitch.
Thanks to the pitch. But thanks to your captain as well, I think very good decision from him to make sure that the spinners were operating from both ends from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, actually it was also Tarun and I'm thanking my captain. So that they took the decision to take spinners as it was spinning from the first innings. So that's it.
Okay. 112 on the board in the first innings. I'm sure when you were coming out of the field after the end of the first innings, there must have been some disappointed shoulders. You must have thought that you have too few runs on the board. Was that was that the thought?
I personally felt like we were 20 short, but no one can save us, even a god. So we were backing ourselves as we were trying to ball basics, stick to the basics, and ball wicket to wicket, and just swing the ball. That's it, and rest they gave us.
Absolutely. Yeah, they did, but I was watching you from out there. A lot of turn was on offer. And I think the fact that you were able to get the ball to go away from the batter, that's always difficult for a batsman to face. So phenomenal, Spider-Man. Great job. Congratulations for that victory. And all the best for the final.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi.
Hi. Congratulations. Tarun, right?
No, Adarsh.
Adarsh. I have Adarsh with me. Next, Adarsh, what was going through? What emotions did you experience in that game?
Yeah, with only 112 runs on the board, we have that bowling depth with the team. So we were confident enough because all the wickets have fallen to spinners only. So we have got plenty of spinners in our game, in our team. So we are confident enough.
Right. But 112 on the board, you were still confident of pulling this one through?
Yes, definitely. Because it was spinning a bit. So we were confident.
Okay. A word on Tarun. I know that he's a very good batter.
Yeah.
Today, unfortunately, he did not perform. I was very surprised to see him bowl with a new ball. So what was it with that decision?
Yeah, it was his idea only.
Okay.
Actually, he came up with that idea to bowl spin at both ends. So yeah, it came off well.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations. Couple of catches as well for him in the field, so he had a good day.
Yeah.
Any other special
If
mentions?
Tarun has a good day, then team will have a good day.
Tarun has a good day, team have a good day. Great. I'm also very intrigued by the names that all of you have chosen to put behind your jerseys. I mean, obviously I understand Avengers, but what's the logic behind that?
Yeah, nothing. We just wanted to show off. That's
All right, showing off. Congratulations. You can definitely celebrate when you win the game.
Yes.
And all the best for the finals.
Thank you.
So that's from the presentation ceremony. We you again shortly with the action when we begin the third game for the day.